し生まれ変わったらその時はさ
This fanfiction is almost over. I'm excited to see the end. Okay, so Some Villains Don't Get a Choice, written by my bestie Alana. I'm going to be reading chapters 6, 7, and 8 because they are both pretty short. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This is chapter 6, Dabby's Point of View. I look to see my younger brother. There for the first time in years. He's gotten so big, I started to cry hard. Wyan is trying to calm me down, and I see that they're having a rough time as well, looking to see the green-haired boy named Izuku that they talked a lot about. Hey Shoto, you remember me? You probably don't, but look at you. You got so much older. I missed you so much. You, Natsuo and Fumi, how are they? Endeavor still hurting you? I say, and try to stop crying. What? How do you know me, my brother, and my sister? And about my father? Shoto looks confused. Wow, so you don't remember me. Well, I look a lot different, and I died a long time ago. I say, looking at him, and I see his whole expression change into sadness and happiness. Toya? You're alive? I thought you were dead. Why did you leave? We needed you. Shoto says as tears start to run from his face. I'm sorry, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to stay at that hellhole and look at me, at what he did. I say, looking down at myself. Shoto looks at me before I could say anything else. I was wrapped up in a scarf with Wyan. Chapter 7, Your Point of View. You were trying to talk to Izuku, but you were tied up in a scarf with Dabby. What are you doing with these villains? The man with glowing red eyes and long black hair said. Mr. Izawa, please don't hurt them. They weren't trying to hurt us, Izuku says, then sighing to you. Hey, it's okay. I'm not going to let them take you and Dabby away from us, and I'll try to help you, okay? So don't break free, or else the scarf will get tighter. You nod, and you and Dabby are taken away and put into an armored vehicle, where you have a quirk concealing handcuffs on you. You and Dabby had gotten to the police station, and they put you in a cell together. You figured out that you were going to jail or to prison for your crimes you have committed. You and Dabby went to sleep, and you and him were too tired to talk to each other. You were mentally drained, and you could tell he was too. In the morning, they put you and Dabby in separate rooms. After staying a while of you sitting in the room, you saw 4 people walk into the room. Izuku, the man with the scarf who is known as the pro hero Eraserhead, a detective, and a boy that looked to be the same age as Izuku. He had purple hair, and he looked very tired. Do you know why we're here? The detective asked you. You nodded your head, yes. We're going to ask you some questions, and we're going to know if you're lying or not, the detective said, and you nod your head again. What's your name? The boy with purple hair said. You moved your hands to sign out your name, but as soon as you were doing it, you couldn't control your body anymore. You still knew what was going on, but you couldn't move, you could only see. The boy asked again. What's your name? My name is Wyan Ellen, you said, out loud. In your mind, you were freaking out because your quirk wasn't working, and you were happy that you could speak without activating your quirk. You were missing for a year and a half. Why is that? The boy asked you. After I used my quirk against 4 boys that was trying to hurt me and Izuku, I was scared because I thought I had killed them, but I don't know if I did or not, and that's when I ran away. I used my quirk again, and I had caused a whole street to be destroyed and many people to be injured, you said, answering the boy's question. Where did you go? The boy asked you. I ran down an alleyway. I don't know exactly how long I was there, but Dabby found me and took care of me, and we lived together ever since. You said, again being controlled. Then why were you with the League of Villains? He asked you. Someone had come to the place that we lived and said that their leader wanted to talk to us, and that if I agreed, he would assure our safety, so we agreed, you said to the boy. How old are you? The boy with purple hair asked. I'm 15, you said. Do you have any family? He asked. No, I don't. You answered his question. Do you have any friends? He asked. Yes, I do, you said. Who are they? He asked. Izuku and Dabby, you said. You saw Eraserhead look at Izuku. How do you know Izuku? He said. Me and him met in middle school when I was reading my book on top of the roof of our school. He came up to the roof crying. I had comforted him and let him sleep because he looked tired. We got to know each other and we became really close friends. But that ended when I used my quirk against the people that were trying to hurt us. You said. What are the crimes that you have committed? He asked. Robbery, and I've injured people. You said. What's your quirk? He asked. My quirk is called Sonic Boom. When I speak, I create a big shockwave no matter how little or how loud I speak. I was born deaf, but every time I use my quirk, I can hear, and I can control people by giving them a command. You said. Okay, last question. Did you ever want to be a villain? He asked. No. I always wanted to do something good with my quirk, because it was so dangerous. You said, and with your answer, he let you go from his control. You looked at Izuku, who was on the verge of tears. I'm sorry that I was not there for you and that I left you there, you sighed to him, crying. No, it's okay. You're going to get better, okay? Izuku signed to you. Can I hug you? You signed to him. He looked at Eraserhead. Is it okay if I give them a hug? He asked the hero. Yeah, go ahead, he said. You read his lips and jumped at Izuku, hugging him tightly. You were surprised at how tall and muscular he had gotten. You were not taller than him anymore. He was taller than you. They had told you that they were going to talk to Dabby, and they will decide the punishment for you and him. They put you back in the cell and left. Okay, Chapter 8, Dabby's POV. I was in the room for a while until I saw Shoto, the pro hero Eraserhead, a boy with purple hair and had clearly bags under his eyes, and a detective. We're going to ask you some questions, and we're going to know if you're lying, the detective said. Okay, that's fine with me. Then ask away. I said to them, What's your name? The boy with purple hair asked me. As soon as I made a sound, I wasn't in control of my body anymore. He asked me again, What's your name? I responded, Toya Todoroki. I saw that they were shocked. How old are you? The boy asked. I'm 17. I responded back. Ask him why he faked his own death. Shoto asked the purple-haired boy. Why did you fake your own death? The boy asked me. I didn't fake my death. My father tried to kill me, I said. They were shocked by my answer, and the boy asked, How did you get those scars? He made me use my quirk until my skin was melting off. I had to staple my skin together so my skin won't fully come off, and left these purple scars all over my body. I answered his question. What did you do after you ran away? He said. First, I got as far away from that house as possible, and I ran into an abandoned warehouse. It was perfect because it already had some old furniture, and it had a working bathroom and a working refrigerator. I lived there and stole money, or store food from the grocery store to survive. I said, How old were you when you left? I was 12. I said to him, Why did you join the League of Villains? He asked. They promised me and Wayne our safety if we cooperated, so we did. I said, Okay, last question. Did you ever want to become a villain? He said, No, I did not. I said, and with that he let go of me from his grasp. As I was free to move my body again, I saw Shoto crying. Is it okay if I hug him? I want to hug him so bad, I said in my mind. I got up. Detective, is it okay if I hug my little brother, please? I said, looking at Shoto. He looked like he was going to fall apart any second. Yes, you can, he said, as he took me off the metal handcuffs and left the quirk-canceling ones on. I put my hands out. Shoto jumped on top of me, almost making me fall backwards. Toya, I missed you. Shoto was struggling to breathe because he was crying so hard. I held him tightly. Hey, it's okay, I'm here now. Calm down, breathe. Shoto, breathe, I said, stroking his head, trying to calm him down. After a while, he fell asleep from crying so much I gave him to Eraserhead, who was his teacher, and I was taken back to the cell, where I saw Wyan waiting for me. I'm 17. Damn, 17? What? Just 17? Just 17? Just 17? I didn't know. Period poo. Done. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go edit this now. Bye, loves.